we got some fruit right here, man. We got some grapes left, and we got an orange. We probably gonna do half this video out here, half of it, but who knows, man? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows, man? We about to get lit, man. This video is about to be lit. So man, y'all probably can hear this. Gabriel, what's good? You said get it, get what? Appreciate the yo face. My guy in the chat. We lit. What's good, Gabe? 21 people in here. Everybody hit that sub button, hit that like button. Everybody hit that sub. I need 10 new subs. We got a good video right here. We're going to talk about texting and why texting could leave the average guy disenchanted. We all know what disenchanted is, right? Disenchanted means just like in a space where you're like, yo, like I was just watching a TikTok and a guy was like, man, I don't even like texting or meeting a woman because it's like he's already predicting that a week from now, him and that woman is not going to be having quality. Why you lying? A week from now, him and that woman is not even going to be like he had predicted that the woman is going to slow down texting him within a week. And that's messing with people's spirit, I guess. You know what I'm saying, chat? And I know where you're coming from, man, but that's why we're making this video. Because the guy was basically in this limbo where he was like, man, you just got to get busy and you got to kind of forget about the girl and then move on and then get used to moving on and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, that's true. But I mean, it's more true than not, but it's just the fact that guys even have to consider thinking about something that is like it's like a ghostly type of topic because it's like when you're texting, it's like is she there or is she not? Some Houdini type shit. You feel me? Like is she there or is she not? Like because you obviously know she's seen the text. Tyler said he ain't texting no women. So long story short, chat. A lot of guys feel crazy because they don't know how to make sense of. Like I honestly believe the average guy would be 10 times happier if he just his phone was just blowing up off the hook. Do you prefer Lay, why you say K-pop? Hold on, y'all. What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good? The average guy, the average guy would be way better if his phone was blowing up off the hook. And a lot of people, like I dropped a video yesterday, right? You might have people tell you, "Oh, women ain't everything. Life ain't all about women." You know what I'm saying? A lot of different topics like that. A lot of different stuff like that. And those boys be right. You feel me? Not even gonna make it seem like them boys be wrong. You feel me? Oh, do you like K-pop? Uh, nah. Do you prefer women approaching you, or do you, or wait, or you approaching them, and which one is better game? Let them know. Good question, bro. I always prefer to be the catch, uh, just based off of what's been going on all my life. I prefer that route. It's obviously the path of least resistance, uh, and it just makes you feel kingly at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, you're probably not an ugly guy. So to be honest, if women were honest, which we know they're not, they would just say, "Hey, you're cute." The problem is when we're in middle school and high school, they're more likely to do that. And when you're in these jobs and what we call the real world, they'll still do it, but you have to be on your shit. And that's the only real difference. Like what I've seen in my life, like the more I like looks max or like try to like be a better version, or at least like I said, the looks baseline, like be at my looks baseline, like because you're always gonna have haters, and it's not always guys. So some women look at you and they say, "Look at this pretty ass nigga," and then like that's a part of the game. So if your question is, would you rather chase women? Hell no. So it's levels to it. It's great. It's a gradient. So I learned last year. I approached so many women like it ain't no way in hell I'm chasing y'all. Just off general principle, there's no way in hell I'm chasing y'all like that. Like, yeah, if you really my type, or like it's certain women that's I'm texting or whatever, so they're in my orbit, like they're around. Whereas though I might send out a double text here and there, but and and yes, I might have even been the one that approached them. You see what I'm saying? But then there's other women who we matched on Hinge or something like that, where they send me messages like, "How's your day going?" You feel me? So to answer your question, phase, I don't prefer one over the other. You feel me? Like I wish I had a flat answer for you, like black and white. if I'm thinking from the masculine brain, yeah, I prefer to walk up and do my masculine thing. You know what I'm saying? My masculine frame. You know what I'm saying? I prefer to be a man, of course. But realistically, when you are looks maxing and you go into the gym or you getting new clothes, like we be talking chopping it up about clothes and shit, like a woman gonna peep that and she gonna give you she gonna put herself on the available. She gonna be available she gonna make herself available to see what you about. And at that point it's like, did I approach her, or like, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of 50-50, bro. And I believe anybody who's just doing 100%, like going out there doing it, just like, because the thing sometimes that even make you sexy is the fact that you know talk to women, or that she see that you. So when I tell guys approach 15 women a day, it's actually making them more physically attractive too, because it's making you more of a hunter. And so because you're doing shit that men traditionally did, a woman could peep that shit. Like, you feel like, damn, look at him. He talking to my friend. Like, I might give him some residual ass just because he talking to my friend. That's why when you're talking to a girl, you can look over at her friend and you can see that she kind of excited too. Not bad, y'all. I've been detoxing these last couple of days, man. I've been having to stand on the fruit diet completely. And it's been treating me swell. You dig what I'm saying, chat? I just told a chick earlier, like, yeah. Every chick I talk to, chat, I tell them the same thing. Yeah, like I asked a chick, like, what do you like to cook? Da 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 da. What's your best dish? Whatever, whatever. And I gotta tell them when they ask me, like, it was like, yeah, listen, like I eat. Um, I let them know, like, I'm mainly a vegetarian and things of that nature. And I let them know, like, if I'm not eating fruit, my best dish would probably be something like some quinoa. I literally got some quinoa right here. Got this from Stop and Shop. I mean, ShopRite. Literally got some quinoa right here. So when you texting women, and this is what I want guys to understand in this video, you literally just tell them the truth. Like, you ask, like, so you got to understand you're the man. So you could set the tone with most of where the conversation is about to go. Like, I'm gonna ask them. Like, I've been there so many times. It's like, I know I'm gonna act what I'm gonna ask them, like, enough to where the conversation can't be boring. That's, a lot of guys got the insecurity about, am I boring or not? And I think that's why I made this video, because I was there before last year thinking to myself, like, damn, like, maybe it's me type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But maybe it is. But the truth of the matter is, like, guys got to clean that part of their act up by just talking to more women and understanding that sometimes it could be a multitude of things. Like, I think guys, like, for instance, if you're about cars, and cars, you always dealing with new cars because you're a cars guy, right? There's going to be some cars that come with different problems. Like, this engine is bad and it got some typical problems, but it got some problems that's unique. Like, the average woman is that, like, she might work a lot. If you the right guy, yeah, there's no excuses. She'll make room for you. Like, I'm not sitting here trying to make it seem like you got to run behind anybody. But I think what guys are most struggling with is simply that they don't have a life in the first place. I think having a life is like the rock, like, in the situation. Like, gotta have at least some hobbies. And I always talk about this. Like, today, like, I didn't do much. I stayed at the crib, but at least I, like, journaled a little bit. And then I kind of like I just really woke up from a nap, like, probably like an hour ago. I took like a little fast little nap, and just like little things, like, it's like you don't always gotta join a yoga club. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's little things in between that makes you not focus on women. And I think that's the only thing that
is really tearing guys up in the texting phase because they can't like build that self esteem while talking to these women because I, I deal with women at all different ages, man, and the younger they are, the more the attitude is there. And like I tell you, I always attract black women. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I got a phone full of black women right now. It is like some of them are cool, some of them are, some of them on some other shit. Only my wife. Okay, that's good. He said he only texting his wife. That's what's up, brother. So who are the real choosers, gang? And is there a sassy man apocalypse? Nah. It's just a bunch of women who can't really get a man that they somebody got to be the butt of the joke, right? I mean, like we said before, if you're attractive, it's easier to pick on you. Attractive guys not kissing nobody's ass, just like attractive women not. You know what I'm saying? It's just biology at the end of the day, and we need a sucker, so we have to make somebody look bad. And sometimes, like, see, because we are men, we don't know a lot of women can't get a man because we assume like everybody would fuck her, but that's not really what women want. They want somebody to stay there. And I believe the more unattractive you are, the more possessive you are. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think I'm a bad looking guy. And even me, when I get a girlfriend, I'm pretty jealous, pretty territorial, and shit like that. You feel me? And I think it's because I was raised by a woman, but I really think that leads to that. Like women are more possessive. Like they're like, okay, that they're the ones who usually be like, how can I explain it? Like, well, I've seen that in my life. Like when I was young, wild and free, I was outside. You feel me? You get a girlfriend, she'll tell you, "Can you please just go back, go home and call me instead of going out here?" Because she already know you about to get some bitches. Like you feel me? She already know the type of nigga you is, so she gotta lock certain shit in. That's a woman. Women are always trying to secure some shit. That's the problem with them, and that's why calling a nigga sassy is a perfect booby trap because they know that's the last thing a man want to be. So it's just a perfect gaslight. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a perfect gaslight. That's all that is. You know what I'm saying? And the beautiful thing is a lot of guys know their worth nowadays and they don't care if you call them sassy simply because anyone you're calling sassy, you will fuck. Because would you call a real sassy guy sassy? Like a guy that's really sassy, would these women call them sassy? Or would they befriend them and just not care at all? They're gonna call you sassy because they mad that they can't really control you. Now I understand what you're saying, um, um, Fazy, because Pete, like, there's two different types of men out here. Like, there's the guy who is weaker and the guy that is more masculine. So what you're saying does have a lot of merit. But my whole thing is this: there is a lot of sassy shit. I think the way people dress, a lot of guys, the way like, cause we be looking at fashion shit. So sometimes I'll fuck around and be on TikTok or somewhere on Instagram, and I'll be like, these niggas think that the way they dressing is fly, and I'm like, shit actually look borderline weird. Like, so a lot of shit like that could be sassy. As far as guys being nonchalant, yeah, I can see why a woman would say that that's sassy. If I'm being honest with you, like it took me a minute to see that. You feel me? Because like I said, bro, like I'm a laid back nigga myself. Bitches always in, you know, at my, easily accessible. So a nigga's not gonna approach you like that because, well, I would. I ain't gonna lie. Like if y'all knew me when I was younger, I was a little shy, but it was also still like very bold in the same token. And I don't like saying that because it's hard for people to like. I feel like it's hard for people to comprehend that shit. Like how could you be laid back and shy, but also be very like confident and like secure in who I am type shit. Like if I like a chick, I'm gonna say something, my nigga. Like you feel me? Like so, I don't know if I fit into the category of those guys because those guys are genuinely probably some bitch ass niggas. Like dating apps or cold approach. Y'all keep saying this or that. It's both the same thing. Not gonna hold you. Some days, like I just told you, I'm laid back, but I like to stay. Like I stayed in the house all day today. Prime example. But I also love nature and I love being outside and love being in places like the gym. Like I love that shit. Like it's like yin and yin. It's the same side of the same coin. It's two different sides of the same coin. So the real answer is have flow weekly in your life, Monday through Sunday. Have some flow to your life. So a good day will be you wake up, shower, shit, shave, whatever, whatever. You good on your apps, swipe on Facebook dating, swipe on Hinge, swipe on all that shit. You text all your chicks back that you talking to, and then you find like you have things on your schedule to do in that day, so that when you're like, okay, it's 5 p.m., I'm about to randomly get up and go to the gym. You go to the gym, you don't gotta literally cold approach right there, but you could do some indirect shit. I like to play with the indirect game, you know what I'm saying? And just open up little conversations, or sometimes I might not say shit. And I think it's more about respect. Like I feel like that path is very respectful, not on some like bro said sassy or weak shit. Cause again, I know I got it in me to cold approach. I did that shit all last year. So I don't got that insecurity. But really, what it really is just like I'm not about to chase these bitches. So it's kind of like it just makes the most sense. It's the most respect. It's like self-respect because why in the hell would I even put myself in that position? Would these bitches will never put themselves in that position for you? You know what I'm saying? They will never stick their neck out on the line for you not once. They never did it in history. They will never do it. So it's just about making a smart call sometimes. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be able to beat on your chest as a man, and because I could approach any bitch, and like when I was out, what 2 days was it? 2 days ago, clockwork. If I see it, I don't. I'm trying to think because I know I definitely got to check. Yeah, got to check Instagram. You know what I'm saying, across from where I was at on the street, whatever. Like she on my IG right now. I don't know if she got my YouTube. Uh, it's always new scouts, bro. You always scouting like it's not even about hinge. It's not even about in person. It's about action and having a well-oiled machine. Like you feel me? Like it'll never be a day where I wake up and be like, nah, hinge is trash. Like because at one point I felt that way, but I really just had to continue to grind and work on myself and post new pictures on that motherfucker and just build myself up. And that's what people don't understand about game is like women are always going to win because guys are usually pretty much average and women are always at the gym working on having a fat ass. So they just set a bunch of traps. That's all women be doing. They don't try. They just look pretty and wait for you to hunt. And the ironic part is guys, like my boy Faye said, like if you buy into that sassy shit that they say or all this, they'll just set you up to chase after them. Like again, because that's all they do. That's how they move. They're not like like, and there's nothing wrong with how they do what they do, but you got to be the type of nigga who could withstand the shit that they doing. And I think that's why this video is so important. A lot of guys are being defeated. I can't call them sassy because I know they don't mean no harm. They're just lost. Them motherfuckers is just lost. And women will not respect a lost guy. That's like if I'm a woman and I'm in a forest and I see you and you're lost. I'm like, nigga, I might as well follow another woman or some shit. Like, I'm not following this nigga because you acting like you don't know what you're doing. And that's what I'm trying to say about like game, because you don't got to go direct or indirect. As long as you know how to talk to women, it don't matter which way it go down, because it don't matter how it go. I like playing chess. Like if I'm playing against what's that nigga name? Carlson, what's his name? Forgot his name. That grandmaster chess player nigga, right? I don't care if we start off in a position, no Diddy, where I'm almost about to checkmate him already. Like the game just started, but the chess pieces is set up to where I'm about to checkmate. All I got to do is do one right move, and then I can checkmate him, right? The motherfucker been playing the game so long that it's just for him. It's kind of like he already know how to rework that system to get it back to a regular fair game, right? When I play chess against my nephew, I played against my nephew one day. It's like it's too easy. I've been playing too long. Now it's like I'm just praying on shit at that point. Like, yo, nephew, can you trying to play chess? You free right now? He don't even want to play because I'm annoying him with that shit because it's just like bullying at that point. No, shout out to my nephew, but I'm just saying, yeah, he beat. Hey, he scraped me in Crazy Eights one day. He came over to the crib, scraped me in Crazy. So we even. But I'm just saying, when you do something every day, you're better than whoever you're playing against. And if women are what dating is, right? You're playing against a woman. It's no Hinge is better. It's no Facebook is better. It's nothing's better than nothing at that point. It just wherever the home court advantage is, it don't matter what arena we play in. It don't matter where we go because I'm gonna checkmate you. And if you don't like me, I still checkmate because I don't even give a fuck if you don't like me. So like that's to me like better than being like attractive. Like I like losing a bitch. So it's like a full blown because like think about it like this. Before I met you, I was 100%. I was whole. I was holy. I was holistic. So why would I care if you come sassy, ugly, weird, creep? Like why would I? Only way you care is if you believe it too. That's why I say everything that come from them is gaslighting. Because if you don't think it about yourself, if it's not in your reality, if you don't live that way, if you know yourself, if you're secure in who you are, then who cares? You know what I'm saying? I don't, hey, listen, I was born alone and I'm definitely gonna die alone. And even if you're in my life, I gotta die alone. Like, and a lot of guys don't move that way. They could say that, but they can't embody that type of energy in day-to-day interactions. That's game. Game is embodying that shit that I just said in a day-to-day interaction. Because when they not texting you, they not just sitting there looking at the message trying to think of what to say back. They probably texting another nigga or they going to get some food. Like even when they texting you, they doing those. Like a chick was telling me, "Oh, with my cousin, we about to order wings and watch a game." And you know, whether they text you or not, they're doing something. But guys will feel lonely or like like the world is kind of frozen and it's kind of hard to like women are difficult. And it's not that women are difficult, you overly focused on women because you don't got no like rhythm to your life. Like everything is about rhythm, you know what I'm saying? Like because when you out here say you trapping, like right, you about to make a jug, you about to trap, you about to make a jug, some shit, your phone go off because she like where this nigga at. So it flips on. She could feel that same thing, depending on. And that's why I made a video a while ago saying guys take women too serious. It ain't. I ain't telling y'all to leave their ass alone. I'm just saying don't. You're supposed to be light as a feather. Like she supposed to feel some pressure. Like she supposed to feel you falling on her like a feather falling on. She could feel it, but it's light. It's not like he really want me so bad. Like you know what I'm saying. And if you do go with that move, like I want you bad type shit, you got to be shameless as a man. Like there should be no shame in your game. So I believe if you're gonna come with more pressure, come with more pressure, but just do it like making a song, right? If you're a rapper, you're not about to sit there and be like, am I rapping too hard or am I rapping too soft? You about to no Diddy come on the beat the way you want to come on the beat. So at what point do I start seeking permission on how to talk to a woman, especially from that woman, right? And that go back to my theory about when guys bought into the word thirsty. That was like I was like what 15. It was a catastrophe because that was the moment for the sassy pandemic to spike, like my boy said, because women are leading men. How can that happen? Right? Only person who can tell me what to do is my dad and my mom at a certain age. But I quickly seen the difference between the two of their natures early in life. Like, oh, my mom is more nurturing, my dad is more of a like, you know what I'm saying, disciplinary to a degree. And that's I believe the little shit I seen of that dynamic growing up was always imprinted in me, even as a young kid, because I'm not listening to a woman. I always tell you, I got kept back in like third grade from a woman teacher because I was not listening. Even in that context, I'm not listening. Now I'm not no knucklehead, but it was something about her where I just had to challenge her shit. Harry Potter movie. I don't watch Harry Potter, man. What's good, Emmy? Prince was good. I watched the Michael Jackson movie today with my mom. It was pretty good. Had some nice pizza with fries and lemonade. It sound good, man. That sound like a great day. You said the movie was good. My boy Prince out here having a life and shit. You know what I'm talking about? I've been seeing his the ad pop up when I'm watching YouTube videos. I got some Michael Jackson music in my Spotify. You know what I'm saying? When I was growing up, see again, my dad liked Michael Jackson and shit. Like when I was growing up, I wasn't a big Michael Jackson fan. I knew like the Thriller song, and me and my cousin used to play Just Dance. That Just Dance shit. What I think it was on like, was it on the Wii or some shit? I don't remember. But Michael Jackson has some songs on there. Michael Jackson, that nigga, man. But I had to grow, like I said, man, grow and listen to more of his shit. But yeah, man. So they trying to backdoor you with your consent. What you mean? No, I guess, yeah, I guess with that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to the thing about them is that the thing about them, bro, is that they're a woman. So it's like nothing they say matters. Like, so anytime they start talking, even with family, it's one of those things where it's like respectfully though, right? Like, because there's no disrespect involved, right? Because at the end of the day, it is what it is. You're a woman, I'm a guy, I'm not listening. So it's like, I hear you, because even with like, I use my mom as an example. Sometimes I'm listening, I'm like, okay, we just not clicking. Like it's just like we both saying the same shit, but you saying it in a feminine way, I'm saying it in a masculine way. And is you're not supposed to get it. Like, so I gotta walk away because we're gonna keep going back and forth. Cause that's the difference right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? It goes back to what I said about with these women out in these streets. It's like the problem with the modern guy is he don't got his game is so fucked that he's at this base level where women could just kind of like wag pussy in front of his face. My bad, YouTube. Wag punani in front of him. And they, like you said, they can do a lot of almost criminal, grimy stuff to him. And like I was thinking this earlier. Thank you, Faze, because you reminded me. Guys are too forgiving, bro. The modern male is too forgiving, bro. Like a woman could play in your face, not give you no ass, act like she gonna give you some. and literally a couple months go by, you cut her off, a couple months go by, and she acts like she's into you again, or some magical reason she likes you again, or she never, whatever, she act like she never stopped liking you, or she put a little bit more, she wagged that cat on you again. And maybe she didn't even wag the first time, right? But she wagging it now. And the average guy is just a fool, man. He's just gonna fall into that frame of like, okay, let me see if I could get it this time. Let me see if we could. It's like wagging the carrot and the donkey shit. It's like, and at some age or some point, I just think that men gotta understand what a real indicator of interest look like. And I came up with a term called BIOI, right? Because the pickup artists say indicator IOI, indicator of interest. That's not enough, my nigga. Like BIOI mean bigger indicators of interest. Like, so you got the initial indicators of interest, like you first approach a chick in the mall, her feet are pointing towards you, she's looking at you, she's smiling, all of that fucking fake ass shit. And then she give you her Snapchat or some dumb retard. Oh, my bad, you too. I don't like that word for you. Just some stupid shit that is just like you've seen it all before. So it's like frivolous. But the average guy will fall for that shit weekly and monthly. Just some TikTok or some shit. She's not even give you her number. Maybe she do. Doesn't matter. None of it matters. The bigger indicators of interest are the bigger indicators of interest. And for you fellas, y'all can name a couple or y'all can think of them yourself. I got mine. I know what mines look like. But they're the things after the initial things, like the eye contact, the smile, the laughing, even texting, when she texting you back and forth, I would say that's a bigger indicator of interest, but it's still not, it's not the only one, right? That's just one of the other ones. The truth is, if she don't pull up and she don't agree to link up with you, she's not interested. So it's like when we say indicators of interest, and then women are not pulling up, was it really an indicator of interest? You see what I'm saying? So I had to come up with that term, and I came up with that term like 2 months ago or last month. And it's been doing me well because I'm just not gullible. You know what I'm saying? Like it's pretty much nothing a woman could do to play with me. And it go back to what FaZe said, man. Women will want you to they want to dangle the carrot. So it's like, not all of them, you know what I'm saying? It's just the immature ones, to be honest. A lot of women are immature, man. So let me see. What's good, Mike? Jordan Mike. A farmer beat the devil senseless, bailing sin, got cocky, swung at God, then got cooked so hard, even the sun said, I'm not that hot, and the pitchfork melted. FaZe said, men bring no standards to the table. This is why women do what they do. No, what you mean, no standards? Like, give me a specific example of that. But you're right though. Even though, just off the top of my head right now, I'm like, nah, I just thought of one. Being too nice is a standard right there. Like you should be nice, but you should be mission or like you should be. See, this is the thing I think. Guys that are just trying to learn, right? Or guys who think that they know some shit and they're not really knowing. Like a lot of these guys on TikTok I see, like they know they're doing better than some guys because at least they're trying. But they're getting their ass handed to them to a point where it's like they making it to where I gotta come in this motherfucker and drop some shit. They giving me some content, you know what I'm saying? Like things that you won't tolerate. That's what I'm saying. They don't even know what they will and won't tolerate because they don't even talk to enough women. Like your tolerance goes down based on why would I even text this chick back if this chick is not playing games right here? So by even texting 5 to 10 women instead of texting 3 to 4 women is a big difference, right? If you're texting 5 women right now, one of them is going to subconsciously get more of your attention than the rest of them because she's going to give you a little bit of resistance and she's going to try to play with your mind and your emotions. And, a lot of guys don't understand that. Hold on, let me finish reading what you said though. Things that you won't tolerate. So if you don't want your girl to cheat, then you need to deliver the consequence when it happens, and it should be significant. You talking about in a relationship, like she a girl already type shit. I thought you were talking about like chicks that you talking to, like that you just like that chicks that you're in a talking stage with, right? I don't got no girlfriend right now, but I'm in the talking stage, weekly, monthly type shit. There's always a new chick coming in. My bad, y'all. I'm about to light this candle. Sometimes I like to light my candle and whatnot before and after a relationship. Yeah, man, let's focus on before the relationship because these guys damn sure ain't getting no. And even if they get in a relationship, they're gonna be simping, so it's not even real. It's not a real relationship if she wears the pants. You know what I'm saying? Need to have a standard. I agree. The sooner the better. What you mean, like a standard? The sooner the better. Like, because that's a good topic, but it's something that I feel like it's easy to say that and not really be about it. Because for me, like I feel like my standards get crafted over time. Like the more again, it's like the less women you got, your standards shouldn't change. But truth is, a lot of guys that don't got a lot of women, they're going to compromise. So like 80% of the internet, she should sense your ability to act on your standard with smaller acts. Exactly. Like cheating is like the alpha and the omega of like even they should not want to cheat. Like they should like what I mean by that is like ain't no telling if they see someone they like, but what I'm saying is like they should respect you enough to not want to do that. Like Kevin Gates and his girlfriend, like she should respect him enough to all right, if I don't want to lose this nigga, like and I think that boiled down to like how much value do you bring? Because if you some little weak motherfucker and you don't believe in yourself, then she should cheat on you. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference. I think when you talk to more women, you give them more of a plausible deniability why they shouldn't do that. Because they know it's like you said, it's very evident, like, nah, this nigga definitely could get other bitches based on how he talking to me and based on how he communicating to me. I already know what time it is. Like, niggas ain't coming like that. Niggas ain't coming with that thunder like that. She should sense your ability to act on it. Now, facts. That's why you see the question I put above is how many women are you texting right now? Right? How's she gonna even how can she even respect you if she's better than you at dating without her even trying? She might not be better than her cute friend. She might not be better than her mom. She might not be better than her sister or cousin. But she's better than you. You approached her, right? And you don't even know what to say. You don't even know where to bring the conversation. A big part of the game is just acting like you've been there before. And when I say acting, I'm not saying acting because that's bad information. And I meant to tell y'all that. Like, if anybody telling y'all to act like y'all been there before, then you're gonna have trouble because if anybody telling you to act like you've been there before, it's gonna fuck y'all up. I never acted like I've been there before. I just started approaching bitches. What going on, man? Like you said, your standard. You can't have a standard if you acting like you've been there before. You can only have a standard. You can only have a standard if you really step into that light. Yeah, man. What the fuck? Yo, P Bug, what's good, P Bug? How you feeling today, bro? Let's have a regular conversation there, cause they tripping. Listen, man, I'm on the grind. I got $5 in quarters. You know you grinding when you got a bunch of quarters in your pocket. I was gonna go to the store and cash this today. Shout out to Fazy. Sometimes I like to start the day off by cashing cashing if you got quarters, cash that. That's $5 right there. Then you get back to that grind, you feel me? Why do men think they have to pretend to be strong to get women? What do you mean? Break that down. I don't understand that. Like I told you, me and FaZe were just talking about having a standard. Oh, you are a woman. Me and FaZe were just talking about having a standard, so I don't understand the question you asking because I don't act strong. Right? Even if I have a weakness, it's stronger to tell you that I got a weakness sometimes. Like not to tell you, but to let you see that shit. So I don't. Oh, okay. You just got in here. Are you subscribed? Lifestyle dating advice, man. That's all I do. You know what I'm saying? I like the question. Okay, you subscribed, like not sharing emotion. What type of emotion though? This sounds like something, a personal thing that you've been through. You know, every woman has been through that. Cause I had a conversation with a woman in Starbucks one day. She was telling me that, you know what I'm saying? Like crying, I ain't crying in front of no woman, man. I'm just not gonna do it at the end of the day. I'm not crying in front of no therapist. I'm not crying in front of no woman. So I don't know if I don't know. It's all love though, but I'm not doing that. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just personally, I'm not doing that. So I don't think that makes a man weak though. I don't think that makes a man strong to cry. I don't think it make him weak to cry either. I'm just not doing it. I'm just not doing it based on the game politics. I'm not doing it. So why do you think you don't do it? Cause my name game like Will. You're not about to be walking around. Oh yeah, game like Will. I don't know. I just feel like a woman. Your respect is everything. So if I wouldn't cry, if I'll put it like this, I'm gonna give you a beautiful example. If you was my girl and we was in a jungle and we had two kids, the first kid got eaten by a Black Panther, and I'm sitting there crying. And you're like, come on, we got another daughter right here. We gotta go. You're crying too, but you like, this nigga sitting here crying. So I'm crying so much that you wind up getting eaten and all of us get eaten by the Black Panther or the family pack of whatever it is that's there. Because I couldn't control my emotions. So we lost one kid, but now we're about to lose two and possibly lose it all. because I can't control my emotions. See, women don't look at it that way. Like they don't look at it like, oh, him not crying is also strong. So you're afraid of the consequences of what? Of dying? I don't think any organism on the planet wants to die. I never said I was afraid of it. I'm saying I don't think God put us here to just strictly to die. Unless there's a reason that's so fucking, worth it that you're like, okay, that's worth dying. You know what I'm saying? I think every organism wants to survive. I mean, do you associate crying with inaction? No, hell no. You could crying and fighting the bully in the school and shit like that. No, I don't associate crying with inaction. I associate it with action because crying in itself is an action, but crying within itself is something that is a vulnerable action, opposed to being a warrior action or a soldier action or anything alike. So I personally will not even tolerate. I won't even consider it. I even had a conversation like this with my mom one day. Like, I'm not considering that shit. With all due respect to the criers, when you a kid, you cry. Why do babies cry so much, but why our grandparents don't be crying? Can you answer that question? Because the older you get, you can you can inflict on yourself masculine traits. You could stop doing that shit. Crying is a form of giving. It's like giving. Like you tearing up out this bitch. Like you giving a fuck. Like you My whole thing is this. Women will tell guys to do things that guys can't do in a group full of guys. Like, yeah, okay. Why you want me to do this so bad if you're not a guy and you're telling a guy to do it, but you're not a guy. So if you was in a position that I was in, you wouldn't even do it. You understand what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't even do that shit. So yeah, that's how I feel about that shit, man. Like, so in that example of being in the forest, do you think you can also help your family while also expressing your emotions? Yeah, crying. The question is, can I express emotions without crying? Like imagine we just seen Donald Trump break down, start crying. It's not even that we really want to see that shit. People just think they want to see it, some shit like that. That's what I'm trying to tell women. Like women think, like, why are you even asking me that question? As if crying is so valuable or some shit. Like expressing your sadness in different ways. Oh no, listen, nah. Man, save that shit for the birds, man. I don't think nothing wrong with it, but I don't resonate with it. I don't that's all that's the only thing. Like I don't think nothing wrong with it. People who want to cry, that's great. And like if I ever do, I feel like that's great too. But like I don't plan on it. You know what I'm saying? I don't plan on it. It's not something that fits into my map of where I'm headed in life. It don't do none of it. And again, like I said, a woman can never sit in the shoes of a man. I don't think they resonate when guys say that though. They're like, no, I could do what a man could do, and I could be like a man, and you're human too, and all of that type of stuff. And it's like, well, when you do that, you actually compromise the whole bigger picture because there's things that I can do that you can't do. Just like things that the feminine is gifts that we don't got. You know what I'm saying? And like with the force analogy, two people who understand each other is more important than crying. In fact, when a man cries, a woman doesn't understand that. They will set you up to do it, and then when you do it, they don't understand why you're doing it. They will look at that shit and be like, whoa. Like at one point, it's like, oh, and then in a little bit, it's like, it's not really as cinematic as it was at first. But nigga, too late, nigga, you crying. A woman asking me to cry is like asking me to bleed. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck you want me to cry for? If I gotta cry, you gotta let me slash something on you and make you bleed. So we could both be vulnerable and be pouring out. Cause I am not releasing no liquids unless it's sperm for you. I do agree some women do virtue signal about certain things they subconsciously do not value. Nah, virtue signal sound crazy, but yeah, that shit sound like a setup. Virtue signal. Yeah, I ain't. Again, I was raised by a woman, so I already know what time it is. So I ain't even about to play like that. And I respect honorable men. So it's like at the end of the day, honorable men they don't move like weak men. So it's like you got to pick your poison, man. You either gonna be weak or you're not. You know what I'm saying? And I believe even sometimes talking to women about certain shit is poison because they virtue, like you just said, they virtue signal. So it's like the throw off is real. You know what I'm saying? The throw off is extra real. Like, you know what I'm saying, chat? And like I said, man, so with this topic today, we was talking about it just texting. Like even we could use what she just said with the texting. Like you don't gotta text a woman everything you're doing in a day all the time, blah 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 blah. But if you're gonna have a relationship, I'll even go as far to say I do believe in the word compromise. I really do. I really do understand that it takes two to tangle. But a woman that's out of pocket, I'm not compromising shit for her. I'm not respecting her. I'm not living with her. I'm not buying her a promise ring and none of that fancy shit. I'm not buying her. I'm not doing nothing with a woman that does not understand how to move like a woman. I'm not doing it. I'm not investing in a failing business. And so a woman that understands how to be a woman is so valuable that you know that's somebody you'll a lot of guys will die for. That's to die for. Oh shit! I probably just lost a quarter out this bitch. I need every quarter, man. So what I was basically trying to say in this video for you guys that are texting women, it's like you have to be leading the conversation. And similar to what Shorty was saying in here, like, there's nothing wrong with responding to certain things women say, but y'all got to start to nip that shit in the butt sometime because you got to understand that when it comes to attraction, a big like portion of the attraction is built when she's following you. And this is something I knew early on in the game, but I still failed a lot because it's like you have to build up. You have to have no tolerance. And then go back to what Phase said. You have to have a standard that is like, I'm not going to entertain things that don't help me build character. That's really what it boils down to as a man. Like, I'm not going to put myself in situations that don't build character. Like, because let's be honest, even though we're men, we are still humans and we're malleable to a certain degree, right? We're always growing, right? So if you every day do something to fuck your life up, you're gonna fuck it up. If you do something to better your life every day, you're gonna grow. And what guys don't realize is what women are attracted to is our growth. Like when that's the guy that they want. They want a guy that's constantly growing because they could learn from that guy. He's sexy and more mature than everybody else, and he's on another path level that is he has mystery. You know, she has to get on that same path. She has to figure him out. Blah blah blah. And I'm only 30, right? But it don't matter how old these women is, it's the same thing. They still want a guy that could lead. It don't matter if you're 20. You know what I'm saying? They want a guy that could lead. And sometimes what guys gotta realize is that leading is not always about arguing, debating, having the last word. You know understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like it's how she feels when she's around you. You know what I'm saying? When y'all are in the same square foot building or texting back and forth, how does she feel? Does she feel like this guy has self-esteem? Does she feel like this guy's not wasting his time with my frivolous bullshit? Does she feel? Does she feel? Hold on, let me see. So you think all the honorable men have to sacrifice something like expressing their emotions or other feminine traits to be honorable? I mean, I didn't say that particularly, but I see what you're saying. I think life is a yin and a yin type of thing. I do think that people usually tradition like throughout history do sacrifice something. Like if you want a nice tattoo, you gotta sit there and you gotta endure that pain. If you want a car, you gotta go to work, you gotta endure that pain. Um, Even with a woman, like we said, like compromise is a piece of it because like sometimes motherfuckers just annoying. It don't matter how bad she is, and it don't matter how perfect you think she is. It's gonna be a point where y'all not agreeing about some shit. But like you said, an honorable guy is not running from pain. So it's like he'll if I believe an honorable guy understands pain. He has a better tolerance for pain, but he just won't put himself in a stupid position. So it's kind of like uh, when you use the word sacrifice, it's kind of like I don't like that word because of what is so much around it nowadays. But you do have to sacrifice because a sacrifice would be telling guys right now you're not going to get every woman, and you're going to have to be okay with that for a couple months when you learn game. Like the beautiful women that you dream about, not saying you dream about them, but like the ones that you would prefer to bring home to moms and shit, you're gonna really have to go for months without smashing because you don't got no game. So that's a sacrifice right there because you approaching something you really can't get, and if you get it, you can't keep it. So it's that's painful enough. Now the other sacrifice is when you get more game, where it's like, okay, you doing more, you smashing, you doing more shit, but at the end of the day, it's like your self love is the next phase. Like, cause like now it's like you could get women, and now it's all about you because you do what you want when you pop it. So you kind of up here now, like, cause relationships is like power dynamics. She had all the power because you was trying to fuck, or either she was beautiful, whatever it was. So when you ain't have no game, they technically got a whole lot of power. But when you kind of know how to move a certain type of way, it flips around no matter how beautiful she is. Because women respect men for our behaviors. We respect y'all for y'all looks. Y'all respect us for our behaviors. Generally speaking, right? A real man gonna flip it like, I don't care how beautiful you is, you gotta act right. But I'm saying at first, like what's the main thing? Women know traditionally I gotta look beautiful, I gotta put on this red lipstick, I gotta wear all black, I gotta get my hair done. And she's trying to trap a nigga off the rip. Guys know too, like, all right, I want to look sharp, da 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 da. But it's gonna be my conduct, it's gonna be my behavioral track record that's gonna give me, and then go back to the word sacrifice that you said is you can't do things that a lame nigga could do. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't. Like, you might want to, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, like, and refining yourself could be painful. Like, you might, like, sometimes I like double texting sometimes, but it's not really like the best option all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm being honest, like, and also learning how to lead could be painful. Like, if you grew up with a mom that took care of you, like going from somebody always telling you how life is and what to do to like you becoming the person where, like I said, you got to bite the bullet if a bear come. Like, even though your mom couldn't face that shit in the first place, but you thought she could. But what I'm saying is, like, you probably didn't even think she could, but she acted like she could. But what I'm saying is, like, realistically speaking, you're a man. That's already pain because you have to, it's a different path at the end of the day. And like, that's why I say, like, a woman gonna play that role, like we all could cry and we all could patty cake, baker's man type shit. We got nothing in common but the conversation itself. And that's respectful, right? It's like, it's a respectable thing, like, but it's like respect is really respect. So it's like, if a woman really respects you, she gonna rub your feet because she know you really standing on shit all day. So she gonna really rub your feet. So what I'm trying to say is, like I'm a type of nigga, like, I ain't really never did nothing in my life and consistently besides basketball. So if I'm doing YouTube and the bitch act like she ain't trying to help me with nothing, or she just, like, a lot of women nowadays are selfish. Like, let's be honest. Like, these new, especially these new school women. Not all of them, but a lot of women are just only thinking about themselves, and it's okay. You're just not gonna get a man, but they think about themselves. They think the world revolves around them, and that'll never conduce to a fucking relationship. With, especially not with a P. It'll reduce to a relationship with a simp, but it's never going to do it because the end of the day, a man is looking for that reciprocation. You know what I'm saying? And I had to really figure that out earlier today because a lot of traits that men look for in women are not necessarily, like, some of them come off as almost masculine. So, like, or rational. Like, so a guy would want his woman to kind of like be rational. Like, if we're at McDonald's and I'm ordering something, don't yell over the fucking thing and curse the woman out while I'm ordering some shit or like shit like that, right? That's you might write that off as a man, like, oh, she a woman, she just on her period or she got emotional. But the truth of the matter is, if you really pay attention, um, her sitting still is not masculine or feminine, it's maturity. So what a lot of people do nowadays is a lot of young men, they're big trying to figure out is the action that a woman making is masculine or feminine, but really what they need to ask is it immature or mature, right? So that's something that I was doing wrong, and then recently I figured it out. I'm like, nah, like, because I'm thinking like, damn, like a woman that's moving a certain type of way, that's they supposed to. She a bitch. Like, she gonna yell, she gonna do this, she gonna get mad at this. Nah, it's not about that because that's not the question. The question is it maturity or not? Because that's what guys need to pay attention to. But the average guy can't pay attention because he don't even talk to women. So he damn sure not gonna talk to no mature woman. You know what I'm saying? Because how can you do such a thing like that? You know what I'm saying? Like mature qualities are, see, here's the thing about mature women or maturity in itself. It's quiet. So a lot of guys can't even get near that shit because it's so quiet. Do you believe men and young boys are more compared to other men creating a sort of competition? I don't know about that. Maybe, maybe, yeah, maybe. Uh, I think men got to know when to be a man and know when to be a human. Like, I'm not comparing myself to everybody else. Like, you feel me? Because I'm a human at the end of the day. So it's like, I'm not even trying to compare myself to another man. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm literally living who I am and who I think I am and who I've been being. So I don't really, like, I might watch somebody content and be like, okay, like, I agree with some of his beliefs or whatever the case may be. But if someone else compares me to somebody else, I'm automatically exiting that conversation or I'm gonna stop listening because I'm gonna be like somebody just tried to compare me to somebody earlier, and I was like, nah, like we two different people. Don't even do that. At the end of the day, because like I notice a lot of women to do that too. They'll try to tell you like, oh, look at this person, they're doing that. You should do that too, or you should have been doing this before, or whatever. But the truth of the matter is, people only do that when they feel like you have an opening for them to do that. Like meaning you're the type of person that might listen. And the only reason you might listen is because the shit that you're doing ain't really popping off. But when the problem is women are highly conditional with who they think a man is and who ain't a man. So a woman will always trick like, oh, like a woman will always think like, oh, this guy has a job. So this guy must be a man. But then this guy don't have a job, so then he must be less of a man. That's what their brain tells them. And then if the shit you doing becomes $1 million thing, then the question becomes, are you still not a man or are you a man? You know what I'm saying? So the question that I'm trying to say is I'm never comparing myself to nobody because it's all full of shit. That's why the Bible say comparison is the thief of joy, because you're taking something that's perfectly fine and making it a horrible thing. Like it's a puzzle. Like I can't be like another nigga. So as soon as somebody do that, I'm like, this person's full of shit, and they're just unhappy with themselves. Because I don't remember the last time I looked at somebody and was like, why can't you be more like blah 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 blah? I'm the type of nigga, if I'm fucking with you, I'm accepting you 100% for who you are and what you coming with. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's even more sinister when a woman do that to a man, because it's like it's more of a degrading thing, because a man can't even act like another man. Like a woman might could do that for a little bit, but a man can't even do that shit without losing a lot of shit in life. God won't even bless a nigga if he step out of line and start trying to be somebody else. Like you won't even manifest nothing if you do that. So that's why I feel like a woman who's doing that is so toxic that it's not even funny. Do you think men are still accepted or pressured to fill traditional gender roles despite social norms changing social norms? Do you think men are still expected? Nah, I don't know if they expected anything because uh I don't get the question. I feel like men were expected. I feel like men were expected, and now men are still expected because men are men, irrefutably. Like, but do I think that some men are not like traditional? Yes, if that's what you're asking. Some men are closer to tradition than others. That's all I know. You feel me? Like some men are more traditional than others. So that's what I'm saying. Like I don't understand the question. Oh, I say I don't compare myself to nobody. I don't try to be nobody. I'm not trying to be a white guy in the middle of Texas that shoot guns at a gun range or some shit. Like I'm not trying to fit in with nobody. And if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it for my own personal reasons. So it's never really something that I'm explaining or telling somebody, oh yeah, I got into this because like I'll probably be the worst person in an interview. Like if I ever get interviewed by somebody on YouTube, I'll probably be the worst person because I'm not everything I say is gonna be personal. Like it ain't like it's only one nigga I feel like motivated me. Like a couple people motivated me to do YouTube actually. So I always tell y'all Phil Kofer, um, somebody, it was actually a white guy. What's his name? I ain't watch him in so long. Forgot his name. DDG also. Like certain people were but it's a lot of people that I watched on YouTube. But so if you're talking about comparison, I knew I wanted to do YouTube in the first place though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I first, because I used to go on YouTube to watch music videos. And then I figured out like, oh shit, what's this video right here? It say prank. I clicked on it and it was a content house of people doing content. I knew right then and there that I was interested, but I didn't know that it was possible at all. But I was interested. So I'm just trying to show you how I come to doing shit. I don't do shit on some like comparison shit. Like I do shit on some stumble into it type shit. Like when it come to money, I was already a different type of nigga when it came to money. I already had my own ways of making money. And even then, I was like, I didn't follow nobody with how I was making money before that. I did that on some like individual type shit. No, I'm lying. I'm lying. I ain't gonna lie. I'm lying because my Spanish homie definitely had was doing that shit first. So he definitely did it first. But I'm talking about out of my core friend group. I was the first person. But what I'm trying to say is like even with YouTube, like it ain't nobody I know personally who was doing YouTube. Like ain't nobody I know in my group of friends that I grew up with that was doing content at all. And when I was rapping with my cousin and shit. I was making beats with my homie. It's like different phases of my life. I was doing different things. And I think that what life taught me since a young nigga is just be yourself, bro. Like, cause at the end of the day, we all come from our dad, genetically speaking. And you're literally a carbon copy of that guy. So you might have friends and you might get mangled up and mixed in with what's going on the block or what's going on at the party or wherever you're at. But that individuality is what's going to really make you a man. If we want to talk about what makes a man, like, it's going to be that individuality. That's why I don't listen to a lot of shit, bro. Like, I don't listen to a lot of shit. I don't really relate to a lot of shit. If it's corny, I'm clicking off of it. If it's red pill, if you reciting somebody else stuff like, yeah, because this is like this, like it gotta make sense for me to buy into it and it gotta be natural. Like when I stumbled into prank videos, that was natural. I stumbled into it. I wasn't even on YouTube for that reason. I mean, say traditional male roles like being the breadwinner, women can now be the breadwinner and the nurturers, mother. Do you think men can do the same thing as women do now? Like as far as make money? What you mean? I don't know. I don't get your question 100%. I just know that if a man stand on his grind, man, he gonna be good. That's all I know. Like it go back to what I was just saying. Like a lot of people won't post their content because they scared someone gonna think. They scared that because posting content with no views or no subscribers feels insecure. You know what I'm saying? It feels like like it's not gonna work. And that's what it really is. It's not that women are better or men are better or there's a breadwinner or not. Everybody's a breadwinner because everybody start off in school. I mean, as men being the nurturer, motherly type. I don't get the question though. Men being the nurturer, every gender has feminine and masculine energy. So if I have a daughter, then I gotta nurture. I gotta still show a certain level of respect. That okay, you a woman. You're not a guy. I'm not gonna treat you like a guy. You feel me? Like I said, I grew up around female cousin. You know what I'm saying? Sister, mom, and I got a niece. So I just show love. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand your question. I think when it comes to like whatever it is, you just gotta show love, bro. Like people grow better when they feel love. That's it. That's all it is. That's why I told y'all in this video, these guys complaining because these women not showing no love. They not texting their ass back. When a guy feels abandoned, when a guy feels abandoned, he gonna crash out like, damn, where she at? You know what I'm saying? Where she at? Where the bitch at? But in reality, I'm trying to tell guys is that like I got my way that I text and it works for me. I figured it out. Like I had to crack the code on that shit though, because texting was one of the hardest things for me last year. And I would wonder like why the conversation don't got no most like no rhythm to it like, and I had to figure it out for myself. But the method I be using now, that shit works, bro. That shit works. Do you think men are sometimes limited in the amount of affection they show their daughters? Nah, I don't see that out here. I don't see that in these streets, man. I feel like everybody, I don't know though. Depends specifically what you're asking, like in what way. Like, why should you feel ashamed to show your daughter love? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. And another thing, bro, like it's a thin line between it's a thin line between thinking a woman is attractive and damn near dick riding her. Like, I know that's a bad term for the dating context, but I'm saying like a lot of guys they fail with women because they just overly ride in the woman like you could even double text but still not be d riding like you know what I'm saying. That only happens because like I said, guys are not actually talking to women and actually like they don't know how to like build, like guys are being told not to build rapport. I really believe that that's a bad information. I really believe that because yes, you're gonna run into some attention whores, right? That's natural. But it's the fact that you care that is unnatural. Do you think it's weird to show other men affection that can be consumed as something else? Assumed, not consumed. No, I don't think. What's affection like? Love? Nah, hell no. Like, how can it be assumed it's something else if it's not that? You know what I'm saying? If it's assumes, then it's an assumption, like you said. Like a hug, you're not about to give a guy no hug, man. Unless it's like, that, what's up, brother? You know what I'm saying? Like you said, man, it's gender roles out here, man. That's real. If you're a man, you're a man. So, you hug your niece, you hug your mom, you hug your sister, you hug females in your family. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? But if your bro hug you, you're not going to be like, man, we got to fight, bro. Why you just hug me? I mean, you might say that, but you just probably just on some knucklehead shit. Why do I think what's weird? Like a hug? It's not weird. Like, hey, a hug is a hug. You know what I'm saying? A hug is a hug. Like, you feel me? Like, shit not really weird. But I'm not going around hugging. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, no stranger. That's when it gets weird. You know what I'm saying? That's when it gets weird. And you just gotta respect your energy anyway. On top of that, you just gotta respect. I'm not even gonna hug random bitches for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like we do that on some game shit. Like you might get a chick number, hug her, she a stranger, but I don't even do that. I don't even do that. I promise you, I don't even do that. I'm trying to see how you conversate and how like I'm trying to get to know you, and then what I'm saying, it shit could speed up, but I'm not trying to start. I mean, why do you think men hugging men is weird as opposed to men hugging women? Shit, man, I don't know. Listen, man. If you it's about two people in there, ain't nobody in this motherfucker. How many women are you texting right now? That was the question. How many women are y'all guys texting right now? If you're texting these women, you gotta understand how to eliminate the women that are playing games. And we talked about indicators. Shit right here, man. We talked about indicators of interest. So like the thing is for y'all guys out here, a lot of women will text you for fucking months on end if they're not that interested. A woman who is interested will show openness, right? And that's what you want to look for, openness. Openness is a very important quality. Do men still feel pressure to not ask for help? Depends if they need help for real or not. I don't think a lot of men need it. I think help is a fake concept because God wouldn't create somebody to be helpless. So a lot of people gaslight you as if you need help you really don't even need. The easiest way to hurt somebody is to help somebody. So if I help you, I have access into your life. So it's not that men feel pressured not to ask for help. It's that you just don't probably need it. And if you don't need it, my advice to those men is just stand on your own like lifestyle, like respect how you come in with life. Don't try to fit into nobody else's reality. That's where and I was talking about this earlier, independence. It's so hard for the average person to be independent nowadays because it's like a lost concept. Like obviously in any given situation, the organism or person that's more independent is more strong. Usually, right? Usually, in many cases, if me and you are start talking, texting, and then go back to what we're talking about, texting back and forth. The person who's like, "Oh my god, man, where the fuck is she at? Why didn't she text me? I want things to go right." They're less independent. The person that's like, this nigga right here, man. I don't know. He not even making me feel but X, Y, and Z, blah blah blah. I don't know. She already knows that I could get the D. It's not a question. It's not even a question. She's independent of the D. The sex, she's the average woman, and I'm about to break the stereotype for you guys. Listen, the average woman that you're texting right now is independent of your D. She don't give a fuck about it. Like you could cut that shit off, bury it in the backyard of your house, and she won't know. Because she's not going to even care. She don't even want your D. She don't even. And so what I'm trying to say is, no matter how we send this shit, how many examples I give, independence will always beat codependence. The person who needs help, needs approval, needs people to validate him or her, that person is always in trouble because that person has no independence. Independence, shout out to whoever just liked the video. Independence is the thing that is really like the gas to the car. You don't got no gas in your car without it. So a lot of people will always try to get you to have help. You don't need help. You need to know who you are and to live off of that oxygen of who you are. So like this is why self-esteem is so important, and this is why, yeah, self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? Self-esteem. Self-esteem is in a crisis right now. I think that's what it is with a lot of guys. Self-esteem is in a crisis. You have to literally fight for your self-esteem today because you won't have it because motherfuckers will. It's always another person in proximity to you who think that there's something. They think that they're. I don't even know what they think. They're just occupying a certain space. Like a lot of people will occupy space. That's what people do. They occupy space. I'm not saying that people are bad, inherently bad, and they're not even conscious of what they do. But you won't grow if you always are looking for somebody to help you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like basic concept of life and death. Like you will not grow if you cannot fish for yourself. You can't fend for yourself. You can't do this, do that. If I'm being honest, I think that's the biggest thing that women are aware of when they think a guy is the prize or not. A lot of guys will be like, man, what are you talking about? I got my own car, my own house, and I still struggle with women. Well, that's just because you just don't probably got swag. But the truth of the matter is, you having your own shit should give you swag. I know me getting my own crib, my own car, which I had my own car multiple times. And it's true, if you don't got no game and you got a car, you're gonna, well, really, it ain't that I smash shit when I have my cars and shit, but I'm just saying, like, I know who I am now. It'd be different, especially with if I got my own crib, like you feel me, and all of that's soon to come. But I'm just telling y'all that the way a man takes care of himself is you don't need help. Like the world make people buy into like assistance, food stamps, section, like all of that help shit. None of that shit is really giving people really no self-esteem for real, right? What give people self-esteem is when they actually know that they are competent and they could take care of themselves. That's what give a person aura. That's what give a person like, oh, I ain't tolerating nobody who playing with me type shit. Like if somebody coming into your life with less than and they dragging you down, you more likely to be like, I could see it clearer. If you need help from that person and they full of shit, you're gonna be dealing with a lot of full of shit type of situations. You feel me? Like it's gonna be, an episode every day or every week. So men don't feel pressure to not ask for help. I think men feel the problem is the word feel. They shouldn't be feeling anything. They be acting on whatever it is that they think, not what they feel like. So, like, if you got a dream, chase it. If you want to be a 9 to 5 nigga, go ahead and learn how to do it. If you want to have a 9 to 5 and chase your dream, which is, I think, the path that is what most guys end up taking, then find out what jobs near you willing to work. You know what I'm saying? Find out how to slither into one of them shits. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't need help. Help is a fake matter. If you, especially for a man, like especially, I don't care if y'all listen to this video, help is fake, bro. You might use it for a couple months, maybe a year, 2 years in your life, whatever it is, but that shit only gonna worsen your life. It's gonna worsen your. Anytime you reach out for anything in life, it's gonna make your life worse. So I'm just being honest. The thing niggas gotta do is really understand who they are and find a tribe. It ain't about help. If your tribe will help you, you know what I'm saying? Like people who think like you, people who fit your reality. Those are the people that will support and add value to your empire. You feel me? Like, so help is a fake concept, especially if you gotta ask for it. You know what I'm saying? When you gotta ask for it, shout out to you who just liked the video. If you gotta ask for it, then they don't really want to give it to you. That's why you asking. So you asking somebody, they don't really want to, usually see you with it or give it to you. Otherwise, you wouldn't even have to ask. Say you went to your mother and said you felt insecure about something. How do you think she'd react? How do I think she'd react about feeling insecure? Like a woman. Like she's gonna think we could relate, like we're the same on the same level. Like she's gonna think she's talking to just a human being, not a man. I'm talking to a human being. We're all human. We all have feelings, and we all can get along. And hopefully, that this thing could be salvaged. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I don't think you're hearing me, Bug. Women and men have nothing in common. Women respect men more when men are not even asking them anything. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Let alone some insecure shit. You know what I'm saying? Anything you ask is insecure. Mom, what channel is what you watching on? You might get an attitude for that. You know what I'm saying? Just off general principle. That question not a bad question, and it shouldn't be a question that where it's disrespect involved, but just the fact that you're even kissing somebody's ass like that is already like a disaster. Because as a man, the bottom line with life is nobody gives a fuck about you except for you. And I think that sounds harsh and it sounds crazy, but I think that it's an adoptable mentality. It's a healthy mentality because you can make friends from there. You can get women from there. You can build a life from there. People who raised you, people who already like I'm 30 right now, like people who already did what you feel me is already done. You feel me? Like you don't life is about course, everything run its course, my nigga. You feel me? Like, you know, people be at different phases in their life, and I think people just need to learn how to have their own like how I explain it, like their own life. You know what I'm saying? Like you annoy the fuck out of anybody at any moment. Like, how do you do this and where's this and other? Like I think that independence is, like I said, like the average guy nowadays don't even know the first thing to do to gain independence. You know what I'm saying? So when you say stuff like, you know, like how can I explain it? Like, I don't know. I think the world is just fucked. You know what I'm saying? They want to see the sons close to the moms. Like, you feel me? Like, in reality, they know that that's the worst possible thing for you. Like, it wouldn't even make sense if it's that. Wait, is it that no one cares or that? Wait, hold on. Is it that no one cares or that men? Yo, Bug, you still in here? Is it that no one cares or that men are expected not to show when they need support? Is it that no one cares or that men are expected not to show when they need support? That's like a trick question, Bug. I'm not gonna lie, Bug, because it's like both are true at the same time. No one does not care simultaneously, while you might not be expected to show when you need support, right? I'm 30. Over the last 30 years, there's like little things guys could do. Like you could call, like if you want to get an apartment, if you want to get your shit together. Yeah, there's little things like that. But you gotta actually want it for yourself. Like, because the truth of the matter is that your own your own fucking family tree might not even be given that energy. Like when you might go to them and ask, you might go to them and ask them to help you with some shit, and they might not give off that energy that you want. So they might be on some toxic shit. So if that's the case, then it might be that no one cares. Not saying no one in the world don't care, but that family tree is full of shit at that point. Not saying, like that, but there's some poisonous leaves on that motherfucker. Um, should have but and or should have but and or. What you mean? All I'm saying is independence is a street that guys can't get on at all. Like if independence was a street, 80% of certain types of people can't get on that street. You know what I'm saying? They could walk around it, they could go near it. What's good, Rasta? How you feeling? They could do anything but live on that street of independence. They can't live there. You know what I'm saying? It take us, in order for guys to be independent and have their shit together, right? They gotta know how much the apartments and how much all the rent and shit costs in their vicinity of where they live. right? So they got to do some geo game, do some Google Map game. You know what I'm saying? They gotta search up and they gotta figure out the prices of a lot of things. There ain't nothing wrong with that, right? That's adulting. You know what I'm saying? But they also have to have money that is cycling. You know what I'm saying? In their reality, and like the average guy is average. Hold on, let me see. So what do you think are some things I'll never experience? Shout out to Roster with the 100 cent. Roster, I said Roster. Roster. Some things. What are some things I'll never experience as a woman? What you mean? Being a man. As a you'll experience everything that God wants you to experience on your side of biology. You know what I'm saying? But you just gotta love who you are. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people grow up around, like I said, men grow up around women sometime and vice versa, right? Because you can't have one without the other. So a lot of women they can relate to men, and a lot of men, I'm gonna say they can relate to women, but they try, and then I really believe that. Well, I don't even think women can relate to me. I think both try to, and what happens is when you have that happening is unconsciously they think that they got something in common. Like I tried to tell, I made a video the other day. Guys should never try to relate to women. They should just try to connect to women. Like connecting and relating is different. Like you said with the daughter analogy, I would never try to relate to my daughter. I would try to connect to my daughter as her father. And that's how you keep respect in the equation because anything else would be me exploiting the feminine terrain. That'd be me saying like, "Oh well, even though I'm a guy, I know what it's like to have my period, and all you got to do is this, and it's how hard could it be to get how hard can pregnancy really be, and all you got to do is keep your legs closed and da, da. You know, a lot of people are just assholes, and that's just what it is. What the reality of the matter is. Some people are just they just are wicked human beings, and they don't have no sympathy. And I think that's the thing I've been seeing over the last couple of years with a lot of like as I started getting into the shit coaching shit, like there's a lot of people on earth that are monsters. You feel me? Like monsters that claim they swear to God that everybody's fucking with them. You feel me, Rasta? Like they swear to God on the Bible, right hand on the Bible, everybody's against me, and you know what I'm saying? The world, blah 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 blah. But no, you know what I'm saying? It's just, and then this is why I say that with the title that we got today about how many women are y'all texting, because I swear to God, the moment you waiting for that one woman to text you back, you're gonna start feeling a undercurrent of stress. Like, we're like, where is she? Like, you feel What's good, Prince? How you feeling, bro? Yeah, I'm texting like 5 right now. Really could have been more, but a couple of them gonna always play like the video says. You feel me? What's good, Nosa? I look like a douchebag? Nah, you look like a fucking douchebag. You must not see your profile picture, man. You're like a straight goofy. Hold on, let me see. I'll try to approach some females tomorrow if I feel like it. Man, you playing around, brother. You playing around with it, man. It's all good, man. Just do it when you can. Do it when you can, man. That's how you know what I'm saying? But you gotta work on that jump shot, you feel me? You gotta work on that jump shot, man. That's how you get better in the gym, man. That's how you get better that's how you get better at ball. And it's really structure. A lot of guys don't understand structure. Structure is what makes anything run, like a car, a dating life. It's really structured. Like it's not even. That's why a guy who's good with women, it start looking too easy. Like yo, this guy must have been born good with. You know what I mean? But it's like you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Whether they started this way or not, it don't matter because they understand how to play ball at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, and trust me, like I tell y'all, man, I don't have some seasons in my life where I was super good. And I don't have some seasons where I was questioning, like, damn, I don't know what to text her back. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, every time I went through that, it feels the same. It doesn't matter how old I was. When it was a chick that I thought was cute and I didn't know what to say back, it felt like, what's the word? Obliterating every time. Like, you feel me? It didn't matter the year. There's a lot of good looking Hispanic girls. Facts. With those black jogging pants. Where you been at? Where you been seeing them at? Man, I gotta get back in the gym. I'm about to sign up for Planet Fitness, but the other one. I was at the one on this side, now I'm gonna sign up for the other joint. And we're gonna try to stay consistent, man. I'm trying to get back in the gym. I'm definitely grinding. The grind is real. Nah, yeah. You ain't out there for real, for real. You should be actually on campus, bro. You should be actually sharking like. I gotta hit you back on Instagram, bro. You should be sharking like, cause like if I could go to college or go back to job course, bro. The chick that I was talking to, I'm like, yo, I wasn't even smashing her like that. You feel me? Like, we smashed a couple times, but I wasn't smashing her as often. Like, I could have, bro. Like, you'll be surprised, bro. All you gotta do is ask. Like, not ask like on some like soft shit, but like a lot of time guys just don't be honest. Like, yeah, I'm trying to do that right now. You feel me? Like, we could go to the back or we could go over here. You know what I'm saying? We'll be in the hallway kissing. I'm kissing her on the neck, rubbing her, touching everything. And you know what I'm saying? You gotta know how to escalate that shit and take that shit to and go get busy a lot of the time. I've never smashed. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. You gotta be a wolf with this shit. You gotta be a wolf with this shit, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, hunter shit. You gotta be a hunter in this shit. Cause either way, if you don't hunt, you're gonna get hunted. Meaning, like, it's a couple ways you can get hunted. Number one is women just start bypassing you like, oh, like that's just Prince. Like he's that guy that most guys fall into that first funnel right there. Like even I was in there a couple of times. Like, and surprisingly, like in my life, like a lot of women like me, but still, like it was years where a lot of women still was like, yo, like they either didn't know me like that or. And I went to certain schools. Certain schools was harder than other schools when it came to like being the man. Like you feel me? Like certain schools way harder. Like I want to smash, but preferably do it from behind with a nice light skinned Hispanic girl. My guy said from the back. He trying to do the back attack on the Spanish joint. It's funny, man. Like sometimes in life, you just feel like you could be saying this type of stuff. Hold on. Thank you, brother. Oh my God, man, that's crazy. I was spitting fire too, spitting some heat. All I was saying was my boy Prince ain't saying nothing wrong because sometimes you're more connected to your sexual energy in life, and that's a good thing. And you're going to keep it a buck and say, "This is the type of girl I want. I want a Spanish chick," and you feel me? And you know what you want, and sometimes there's nothing wrong with that. You feel me? And like you got to be able to express these things because even sometimes when I'm around a chick, like you got to be the one to go first. Like you got to let her know what you trying to do, and then that's how she be like, oh, he on that. Since he talking so spicy, I'm feeling it now because she might not be in the mood. You feel me? But then the way you talking is making her see the vision. She might not can't see the vision until you. But I said it differently before, but I said I'm gonna try to make some videos on basically being in tune with your sexual energy because that's really what you wanna give off. You know what I'm saying? Sexual energy when you're around these chicks, man. Out of the 3 or 4 I talk to, there's always one star player. What you mean, Roster? What you mean by that? Says always one star player. Break that down, man. Go in the chat, drop a one if you're still in the chat. I think the average guy gotta literally master not being thirsty, but also being able to express himself sexually in the real world. Like, you feel me? Like, I smashed some chicks. I smashed some chicks because of that. Because I'm telling them like I know when to pull the trigger and when to say the shit that's actually gonna expose. Like, I'm trying to smash type shit. And then it's like, if she on that even a slight bit, she gotta be honest. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to a guy the other day, and my homie, he was telling me, he's like, when I chill with this chick, I'm gonna just tell her, like, he was like, I'm trying to get right. That's what she told me. He's like, I'm trying to tell. I said, how you gonna let her know? He's like, I'm gonna tell her I'm trying to get right. I said, man, oh, shit, that shit might work because it sound natural the way he said it. One prefer? What you mean the one you prefer? I'm questioning it for a reason because I really feel like that's the enemy. Like, you feel me? When you prefer one over another. And I know that that's natural because I be doing that shit all the time. That's not the right way. Because if you tell me, you say you texting four women, what'd you say? What's the number? You said out of 3 or 4 I talk to, there's always one star player. You saying that my guy sent me a crazy, shout out to Nosa. You saying that like you talk, am I mistaken that? Are you talking to them right now or are you talking about usually you be talking to 4 or 5 women? Let's go off of what you're doing right now. Oh, you like girls? You a woman that like girls? Let me find out. Y'all women got a different type of game than us. You feel me? And no, I am. You date men. As a woman, I speak to 3 to 4. Oh, so you saying you a woman, you date men, but it's like always that one that stand out type shit. That's understandable. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, that's the wrong mentality, but women think that way. But men can't think that way. Like, we can, but we can't. You could think that way, but you can't go off of what your feelings as a man. A woman could go off of her feelings because it's kind of like I'm not saying I can, but I'm saying that's what y'all usually do. But it's not, I don't think that's the right way to play it if we're talking about what's really the healthiest way to actually have, like, what's the most sound, healthy way to have options. I don't think that's the best way, and I'm gonna break it down. Like I said, I've always agreed to that. I've always felt like that. As a woman, I speak to 3 to 4. I've always felt like that. Like, even recently, I'm like, yo, this one woman I'm texting is standing out. That's what it really is for me. It's not necessarily that she's better than anybody, but what it usually is like, she's actually doing that. Hold on. So she's actually standing out a little bit more. She's actually probably texting back the fastest, so she's giving more energy. You feel me? And the truth of the matter is, when you really sit back and look at this shit without like giving that person that you think is like the best, the most, like the most kudos, and you start texting the other women, because that's what be happening. I don't know if you agree with this point, but when you put one of them on a pedestal, the other ones kind of got to be a little bit on the back burner a little bit. And what you got to do, I'm about to read that. What you got to do is you got to spread your energy across them all. Because when you got to realize, especially as a man, you got to realize like these women are responding to what you're saying. So the crazy part is the one you give the most energy to will usually start acting out of order off the strength of that, especially like I said as a man, because that woman, a lot of time with y'all women, y'all are very performative. You feel what I'm saying? Like especially depending on the age, like a woman will be being the best, like a woman will be like acting like she with the shits, but she's not really with the shits. And you might think like, oh, she's she's the best whatever right now, but she's just giving that off. She's playing a good game. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the truth of the matter is, these women that you're kind of like assuming is not on the level of this woman, these women are actually the foundation because these women aren't doing anything wrong, right? Here's the thing, fellas. When you texting a woman for more than a week and you don't see her, she's already fucked you over. She's already fucked you over. You just can't see it. And the GL dub is gonna wake you up, gonna wake you and shake you. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't win over because bro, you know you want to link up, so you know you ain't the problem. Her motherfucking ass is the problem. She's stalling, playing games, and playing in your face. But guess what? You might be just giving her kudos because you ain't really got that much emotion at the time. But I'm telling y'all, this is what the whole point of this video is about. Right? Because I was watching a TikTok and the guy was saying, man, when I text a woman, I'm already expecting it to die out in a week, blah, 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 blah. See, for me, it ain't gonna die out. Some women, yeah, it dies out, but a lot of them, it ain't dying out this season. This spring, this 3 seasons that we in, this 3 months, some women stop texting me, but a lot of them are not. You feel me? So really, I'm in a good position, as a recruiting coach, right? But where most guys go wrong is that they pick these women, but they don't know how to build a real roster. You feel me? Because what they do, like I just said, they always delegate attention to one woman and they start abandoning the other few women. And when you do that, what you're doing is you're not setting up those dates correctly. You're not pushing the ball forward. You know what I'm saying? Like a good point guard. You're not pushing the ball down the court. You got to be talking to the women that are dead ass serious. It ain't about favoritism. It ain't about teacher's pet, put an apple on my desk type shit. It's just who's trying to get, like my boy said, they backbone now. Who's trying to do that? And that's raw facts. If it's any of this shimmy, oh, I'm gonna come over, but we're not having sex, or if it's any of that pushback, any of that she juking you and shit like that, you are actually getting fucked, metaphorically, but you're getting fucked. Most of the time, hold on, let me see what y'all talking about. I feel like women should not operate in a masculine way because it throws them off their feminine energy. Well, that's what my whole point is, right? If she's telling you when you could fuck her, she's not operating in her feminine. And that's the biggest issue that women got right now. They believe that, like, okay, this guy should just wait. If he really liked me, he'll sit here and he will actually, yeah, listen, I like talking. Let's talk. Let's text. I'm loving this shit. Let's do this shit. I want to text more than you. I want to get to know you deeper and better than you could ever imagine. But the problem is when we agree, or if we start talking freaky, or what naturally happens when two people like each other, or let's just say we fuck each other, right? That's natural. Once she says once we jump out of that airplane and she pulls that fucking parachute and says, I'm not hitting the ground with you right now, bitch, I'm still hitting the ground. So look, a wise man once said, no means go find a woman where she, where it's a yes type shit. So I'm just saying, fellas, y'all gotta start to look at this shit the right way. The right way is if a woman will slow shit down, first of all, she's probably not that attracted to you, but a woman would not talk sex to a nigga, period, if they don't want nothing to do with it at all. They wouldn't even bring it up. But if they're doing that, sometimes they playing games, sometimes whatever. But the truth is, y'all need to get better at like not allowing certain women to occupy certain space in your life. You feel me? Because like you said, she's not even in her feminine, so what does that make me? When a woman operates in her masculine, she's basically saying, I'm gonna force this shit and you're gonna be in your feminine and you're gonna wait around until I'm ready for some dick. And once you give me some dick, I'm still gonna be running shit because I made you wait. If I can't make you wait and you get it on your terms, then that means you really that nigga. And see, the problem is that a lot of guys will always wait. I always talk about Job Corps. When I was at Job Corps, I tell you, I was like, I just met you. I'm seeing the way you looking at me. I'm on you, but I'm not doing too much though. You feel me? And that's what I'm saying. It shouldn't feel like too much when they try to pull the parachute. When y'all both jump out the plane and they pull the parachute, they playing around, and they're basically saying something metaphorically about you that you shouldn't even tolerate as a man. I don't trust you, or I don't know you well enough, or what? Like, you feel me? Like, nah, we ain't doing that. Cause it's like, we could play that game, but fellas, I suggest you don't play that game. Because say you smash, say you do smash, right? On her terms. Now she's looking at you like, what are we? And you know you're gonna feel fucked up and guilty, so you might as well just leave her alone. If they slow shit down, like, it's okay if a chick slow it down once. Say you chill with her for the first time and she slow it down once and she start playing around and then she want to give it to you the next time she pull up. You good. She might just know, like, okay, he a player, it is what it is. She's okay with that. Another chick, y'all gotta start realizing that some women are delusional and they think everything is cuffing. You know what I'm saying? Everything's not cuffing just because they in their mind could see you. Some women will write you off as a simp. You know what I'm saying? You can't go for that. No matter what they write you off as, you can't go for that shit. I'm not going, y'all. I'm the GL dub. I'm the GL dub. Like, I ain't going. Like, I don't care if a woman like, oh, I can see him having that's gonna sound mad feminine, having my kids. I can see him being the father of my kids. Like, bro, like, listen, like, at the end of the day, bro, what can I see? That's what women gotta start asking themselves. What do he see? They always want to take the driving wheel and run this relationship. What does the GL dub see? Because if I don't see you on this pedestal, on this level, we don't need to talk at all. And if we don't need to talk at all, why are we texting? Why are we texting? Oh, you're the man, so you're the one that's supposed to. Yeah, well, I'm letting you know right now. Why are we even doing this? Because on some real shit, I'd rather eat a Popeye's chicken box than do this shit we doing right now. Because I'm telling you right now, this shit is full of shit. Hold on, let me see. Most of them put only their focus on the point guard. It ain't good. Like you saying, like most people put they don't know how to orientate, they don't know how to orient their flashlight or their focus on, like they don't know how to delegate their attention to all the players or the potential players on their roster or team. They don't know how to water that garden of every woman. You gotta talk to them, fellas. You gotta text them back and not once a day, not twice a day. You gotta kind of like. That's why all these coaches out here, they be like, don't double text a woman. I'm like, bruh, they not even gonna be able to do that. Like, if you don't got no game, you send out one message. What make you think that woman texting you back? Because oh, she think you cute? Like, nah, that's not even gonna be enough. And then sometimes you gotta. It ain't about double texting though. But what I'm saying is you gotta give them enough to where they can respond. Like niggas don't be doing that. So either you gotta send one message that is powerful, or you gotta be okay with just talking. Like if I'm talking to a chick right now, she right here, I can only say one sentence at a fucking time, and then I gotta wait for her to respond to it, or can I just continue on, keep talking and talking? Because the truth of the matter is, when you running shit, you don't wait for permission to respond to shit. So what I'm saying is, that even when guys say only send one message, because they so insecure about looking like they chasing, they don't realize that a manipulative woman is going to have a better time manipulating you based off of that. If you send one message, she know you that you got guys got to realize they got to think for themselves and for all the other guys. She's not just looking at just you like, oh, he's so sexy. He only texts me one time. I don't think he's ever going to text me again. A bitch will walk the fuck off and not care. And I'm not saying you should care, because then guys will be like, well, why do I have to care? She don't care, then I don't care. I'm not saying you have to actually care. You feel what I'm saying? I'm saying, yes, when you first start texting a woman, it should be back and forth. It shouldn't be like, I'm texting you 3 times, you text me once. I'm texting you 3 times, you text me once. The first couple of days, first couple of weeks, yeah, it should be back and forth. She should be respecting your opinion. But my whole thing is this. You shouldn't be scared to send a big message, and then if you didn't get done with what you were saying, say I say some shit, and then say she said like a paragraph, 5 sentences, and the last 2 sentences I didn't respond to because I wrote a paragraph back and I only covered the first couple things. I could still send another message. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's not P. You feel what I'm saying? It'll be less P for me to feel like if I send it, then she gonna run off and not text me back. So guys don't even realize that the whole way they play the game has fear, is riddled with fear. And so when the woman don't text back, it feels even crazier because you're doing all of this performative, trying to look smooth shit, and she don't even respond. Opposed to a nigga who's just like, well, I get so many bitches that I'm gonna double text, triple text, quadruple text if that's what I feel like doing. Cause a woman really gonna look at that like, well, what type of nigga just gonna text me like just not caring like about like his image as far as like double texting. So in reality, it looked more high status because she's like, this nigga gotta be fucking bitches because he don't even care. It's just like when a nigga get dressed and his clothes, the way that people when they get fly, when their clothes just fit and it look like he just threw something on, but he still fly. And then they like that because it's natural. It's natural for me to get all my words out to the bitch. So then she can respond with whatever she got to say. And then, you know what I'm saying? So guys are not even giving women enough information during the texting phase to where they're actually serenading the bitch to where she like, oh, if he stopped texting me, it's going to hit me, my nervous system the wrong way because he the only nigga that's actually got some shit to say. He the only nigga that's delivering enough context in the conversations and asking questions. Like it be little shit. Like a woman can say some shit, I'm asking questions like, you know, like, oh, how you like it out there? You live out there, like just stupid shit, but it's still building that connection. Like, okay, this guy actually is trying to get to know me, and because of that, guys say, what's the point of doing all that? And then you don't fuck. Like my answer to that will always be the same. Why aren't you fucking other women while texting her? It's not about trying to score with this one particular woman. It's like you should be busy. And so, like I said, if you're texting, shout out to, you know, the gift. if you send in the text while being busy simultaneously, that's where the magic is. The magic is not in sending one message and then waiting hours until she get back to you. Because really what the feminine gonna do is look at that message and be like, he barely said anything. I'm bored. Stupid nigga. That's what she gonna do. She not saying, oh, he's so sexy, he's mystery, he's a mystery, he's like Batman. He only said one thing. In fact, the more you say, the more sexy you are. Like I said, because it's something she's not used to. Guys are scared they gonna look like they kissing a woman's ass. It's something she's not even used to. Like, in fact, I believe shit look more player when a nigga is detached from the outcome. So like, say if you was to get Usher number, Rasta. My God, what happened to the? What I can't see, man. My video got ruined, bro. Well, my getting in like a little bit. What y'all said. Are we back? How can I find a nice light? How can I find a nice light skinned Hispanic chick to go to bed with? You have to approach the con women. Shout out to Prince though. And Note said, I think sometimes we'll just enjoy wasting men's time, LOL. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And it's fucking demonic and possessive and just a total fuck over. But the truth of the matter is, as a man, we cannot get caught up in that. And that's what I was saying before the video went off. If a woman was to get Chris Brown's or Usher's number, right? Usher can't be like, oh, I got my time wasted. You know what I'm saying? Like, a real player ain't worried about his time being wasted because he knows that as a confident person, nobody can waste his time. Like a preacher or somebody of a high status. They don't say, oh, I'm wasting my time because I'm trying to do a favor for somebody. I'm trying to pray for this person, but they don't want me to pray for them, wasting my time. You know what I'm saying? So as a P, I don't feel like that's P. So if I'm texting a girl, it's because I'm trying to get with you. And women are very intuitive when it comes to, is this guy seriously trying to get with me or not? So if your actions are earnest, then you shouldn't have that phobia of a woman. Like, even when I look back at my life, like I'll tell you, Job Corps and all that, I never had a fear of like, am I wasting my time trying to talk to this woman? Like, I never had that fear. Like, that was not real to me, because how could you waste your time if you see something you want? You know what I'm saying? Like, your time is not being wasted. You're building a relationship, you're putting in effort towards what you want in life, like a man. Like, you doing what you should, like, not even like a man, like anybody, like a woman would do the same thing. Like, and I think once you make it too transactional, like, that's where it loses its life force. Like, there's no life inside of the dynamic, like, personally, because even the conversation should feel very joyous for us. I think that's where guys are given a bad dialogue for a lot of guys, because it's fun to talk to women. And if you don't find it fun to talk to women, then you are wasting your time. I don't get outplayed on my own court. You are sure? Question mark. Are you sure? Am I sure what? Did you see my comment? Never be scared to put them on the bench. Well, I like to see it more as like, don't even put them on the bench. Kick them out of the off the court, like out of the building. Like, a woman that is like playing games and being immature shouldn't even be able to come into the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain places in the world, certain people can't even be in that club. Like they can't even sit at that table. And I think that's another thing too. Like because giving a little bit of access to the wrong person, I believe is dangerous. Because again, people occupy space. If we look at it from a quantum measurement type of way, like science, like even having a woman that got your number that's playing around a little bit is enough to like play with your self-worth. Like so she'll do something and it'll make you feel a way. And I think, and that's why I told my boy, I said the game is all about feelings, it's not about logic. Because if someone can make you feel like less than who you are, then the half of the war is already done. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't have to directly like affect you. They could just make you feel less than. And so a lot of guys, that's what they do. They attach they how they feel to the time that was wasted. But I don't think that that's what I'm trying to say. Like I don't really care that the time was quote unquote wasted because, like I said, the fact that you're even having a conversation with another human being, that's a blessing. Like, you feel me? Like, if you look at social dynamics the correct way, every conversation you have is actually beautiful. But it's just, if she's immature, like she might be 25, 30, she could even be 40 and be immature. That I ain't gonna even say my pet peeve, but that's my like kick her out the gym moment. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't even respond no more or slow them responses all the way down and delegate your time to the women that's actually giving you respectful conversation, right? There's two different types of conversation. There's conversation and there's respectful conversation. Respectful conversation is when that woman is acting like a woman, fellas. She's not trying to occupy the masculine space. She's not making excuses. She's not stringing you along. She's not doing it. She's dead ass serious because I'm a grown ass man. I'm 30 years old. I'm not playing with somebody's daughter out here, man. Your stream is buffering for me. It's bugging. Damn, my bad, y'all. Hold on. I'm about to slide out. I'm gonna come back. If it's is it still bugging? Drop a one if it's still bugging. Man, I'm out here straining my, I feel like I'm straining my fucking voice and shit. You know, we got oranges on deck, man. Oranges is good for you. You know what I'm saying? It's still bugging. You're gonna have to come back, man, if it's bugging still. Yeah, it's probably still bugging, man. We're gonna come back.